Hey guys, the R Madsen 89 here, aka Ricky Madsen. So today we're gonna talk about Showdown Top 16 recap tournament report. Whatever. I'm still super tired. Got home at like 3 a.m. Haven't slept much. Up to the tournament, I didn't sleep much either because the side deck. I was having major problems with the side deck. Couldn't figure out what to do. So didn't get much sleep either. But yeah. So Showdown was like 96 or 98 people. I don't remember exactly, but yeah. Remember, this is Danish meta, so it's so fucking random. Round 1. I'm facing X-Sabers. I'm starting off. It's a guy I know, and he's asking me what I'm playing, and I'm saying I play heroes, and he's a little skeptical. But yeah, I win the die roll. I set 2 Call of the Haunted and a Night Beam. He just set 1 back row. I draw for my turn. I flip over Night Beam, hitting the back row, playing hero lives, summoning Stratos, searching alias, normal summon alias. Then exceeding for Excalibur, detaching both, flipping Call on Stratos, searching Bobbleman, setting my hand, space summoning Bobbleman, making Blade Armor, detaching Stratos, flipping another Call for Stratos, searching Bobbleman, making Excalibur, flipping over Reborn for Stratos, searching Alias to the hand, and then hitting him for 18. 22, he drops Gores. Both Excaliburs destroy the token and the Gores, and Blade Armor makes another hit. Now he's 1800 left. Next turn he goes Duality, no Dark Hole, scoop game 1. I start into a more light hero beat for game 2 because people said kinetic, and he starts off with a set monster and 2 back rows. I drop Heavy Storm on him, summon Thunder King, hit Kinetic Soldier, and pretty much from there he's forced to Dark Hole Thunder King a couple turns later, and poking me with the Fulham Knight. And from there I just drop, I can see at the life points, I drop a hero lives and then just take the game from there. At round 2, I'm playing a decent player from Calling. He's always playing some kind of zombie variant. This time around he was playing zombies with a toolbox psychic engine, not just the teleports, but Serene Psychic Witch and all that too. Game 1, I don't draw any back row hate, and I don't draw any monsters, so I'm at a point where my life points is already cut. I'm forced to play Hero Lives. It gets warning. I play another Hero Lives, summon Stratos. I get bottomless, but get to search Alias. I summon Alias. It gets warning, and I take another hit. At that point, I draw a Bobbleman and set it, and then Miracle Fusion, and the 0 gets bottomless. From there, I lose game 1. Game 2, Thunder King pretty much seals the thing. I at the summon Thunder King, set Call of the Haunted, and he's forced to do some stupid plays. Call of the Haunted brings back Thunder King and just poke for when he finally rids the Thunder King from the field. I have been sitting with a hero lives in hand, just waiting for the Thunder King to go away so I could, just drop the whole the lot of the heroes. And game 3, I draw only Bobbleman the entire game. My hand is like double prison, double compulsory, and 1 Call of the Haunted and Bobbleman. And he goes set monster, and I'm like, okay, set deep prison. He flips over a Goblin Zombie and attack. I prison it. He summons another Goblin Zombie in attack position. And I draw Mind Control. So I summon Bobbleman and Mind Control the Goblin Zombie, and he books my my bubble main, and I chain compulsory, bringing bubble main back to the hand. At this point, I'm forced to put down another prison, another compulsory, and the Call of the Haunted, I think it was. I spish some bubble main back and make Maze Stroke, and he top stacks the teleport and Black Rose my and because of the stupid mind control plays, I have to play it retardedly stupid, and I get punished with Black Rose. At a point he makes Revive King Hades, and I top deck Heavy Storm, and after that I top deck MST. From there it was just game. Round 3, I playing Agents. I sit down, lose the die roll. He opens Earth, pass. It's Christian Agents, so it's not TG Agents. And I just draw my 6 card, bust out the calculator, and I'm like, drop my whole thing, and I just have game. FTK. Good game. And game 2, he dualities for chain disappearance, and he sets 2 back rows, and I set 2 back rows. And as summon Stratus, he Herald of Orange Lighted. He sets another back row, and I try to flip call, and he warnings it, and I have a Silver Sentinel set, and I'm just losing card advantage at this point. But then he's at 0 cards in hand, and I'm at 0 cards in hand, and I have the Sentinel that he didn't hit. He'd hit everything else. It's like it is always when you set Sentinel, it's never gonna get hit. But he sets 2 back rows, and I know one of them is Chain Disappearance, and he just goes sack the MST from top, drops the MST, and like, okay, sure, Sentinel goes to graveyard end phase, destroy the one that's not Chain Disappearance, and then just attack for 15. I set D-Prison. The next turn he tops Christian, but has no agents in there. And then I'm like, okay, attack for 15. I drew Solemn Judgment, set it, and he just draws Hyperion, I think, with no agent still. And I'm like, okay, draw Miracle, it's dead, but whatever. Attack with 1500, and I've just kept beating him with the Sentinel. There was nothing he could do. So my match was like 7 minutes long. The entire match was like 7 minutes. I think side deck was what took the longest time. And I just head up as the first person for lunch. There was no line at all. But 7 minutes match. That's it. Round 4. I'm playing this guy from local, and he's playing Malefic Drain Valley. He's been asked. He was wanted to have feature matches all the rounds, but the 3 early rounds, from round 1 to 3, all his opponent declined the feature match. So when the feature match lady comes and asks if he wants the feature match against me, he finally says no, because he doesn't want a feature match against a Hero Lives OTK deck. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? It's gonna be you play Malefic Drain Valley, it's gonna be an exciting match, but he didn't want it. So, and he opens. I opened only Bubble Man game 1. Game 1, I saw no other monster than Bubble Man. I had multiple D prisons and bottomless, and he had 3 Gear Town, and I just can't stop the Ancient Gear Gadgetron Dragon. I stopped the Malefic Cybans with prisons. And a point where he flips over Skill Drain when I finally get a monster. He asked me after why I didn't prison the Gadgetron Dragon. I'm like, I totally forgot that you could prison it when Skill Drain was up. It was a brain fart right there. But yeah. Game 2, we really grinded out. I see, and this is where my side deck really put in work. I bottomless and prisons but those are main deck cards. His cards, and he has like multiple back rows. And I have a trap stun set, which is one of my side deck cards. And I just have So I trap stun him, and I make a field to get over hardly of his field, and then I set another trap stun. So next turn again, I just drop the trap stun again, and then finally I can make the final push, which was the trap stun was just amazing. And then round 3, he sets he goes set 3 back row, ancient gear town, the gear town, and then he summoned Malefic Cyber End. I look at my hand, I bust out the calculator, and I'm like, I don't have game. What do I do? I Night Beam a Lance. You should hear my hand. My hand is a Hero Lives, 1 Alias, 1 MST, 1 Night Beam, an E-Call, and a Dark Hole. And I'm like, okay, Night Beam his Lance. I try to Dark Hole his Malefic Cyber End. He Dark Bribes me, and I draw Reinforcement of the Army. And I'm like, okay, sure, I'll MST the last face down card you have. And then I play a Hero Lives, summoning Strata, searching Bobbleman, normal summoning Alias, setting my hand, special summon Bobbleman, flip E-Call, special summon Bobbleman, flip Rhoda, special summon Bobbleman. Then I exceed the 3 Bobbleman for Violent the Sigma, stealing his Malefic Cyber End. And then I attack with Stratos, Alias, and the Sigma, dropping him down to 1800 life points left. And then main phase 2, I exceed Stratos and Alias for Steel Swarm Roach, and he top stacks the Malefic Cyber End. It was glorious. I mean, round 5, I gotta pick it up. The timer of the video is starting to hit the 15 minutes. So round 5, I played wind-ups. I won 2-1 over him. He took game 1. I always lose game 1. I basically never won a die roll. I think I won a die roll against the X-Sabers, but yeah. So he didn't loop me, but I lost game 1. Game 2, I attack. I set Call of the 100 first turn, and he set a Night Assailant. I summon Thunder King, attack into Night Assailant, he destroys the Thunder King, I flip over Call, attack with Thunder King again. And then I set Vanity's Emptiness. In his standby phase I just flip Vanity's Emptiness. And he's like, shit, he can't do shit. And Thunder King just speed him down all the way until he has 23 life point left, at a point where I have like 6 cards in hand, and 2 of them are Maxis and 1 of them are DD Crow. And I'm like, okay, there's no way he's gonna get past both Thunder King, Vanity's Emptiness, Maxi and all that. And he's at 23, and I just summon Maxi and a poke for 24 for game. Game 3 he starts up with the Factory and Rabbit, and I'm just like busting out the calculator again, and if he removes this Rabbit he's gonna die. But he didn't remove the Rabbit, so I go a Hero Lives, playing Alias, because since I could go for entirely game, I had to have a backup with the Shining to get cards in hand. So Hero Lives Alias, making Bobbleman. I make Excalibur, Miracle Fusion, all that. He's down to 600 life points or something, and he tries to on his turn he tries to go wall mode, and he makes the new rank 3 that when I attack I take the damage and he can't be destroyed by battle. I swift Excalibur to defense, and Shining gets to stay in attack. I rid his field of all the other monsters than that, and 2 turns later I top deck the Rhoda, and since I saved Stratos, I just go Stratos, Bobbleman, Maze Stroke, and attack for game. So yeah, 2-1 that. I think there's gonna be a part 2, guys, so yeah, I better end this one now.